Hey everyone, it's Maria, Solitary Witch Tracks here. I hope everyone is having a good start to their Samhain. I know I did my things a little early. I kind of started yesterday. Actually, the past couple days I've been working up into my Samhain rituals. I've been giving a lot of attention to my ancestors, more so than usual. As you guys know, I do have a place amongst my altar for my ancestors. It's always there because my ancestors and ancestor work is a great big part of my ritual. And I know I said on my Facebook page I was going to post a video soon. This was kind of later than I want it to be, but as usual in my life, things have been pretty hectic and very busy lately, what with teacher training and me recovering from a back injury in which I have a micro tear in one of my lower back ligaments, which caused me to have really bad back spasms. I can actually stand straight now, but it still hurts. Definitely not as bad as it used to be. I could barely stand, so a lot better than I was before. But I would really like to go over and just talk about some sound rituals that you can do today and even the next couple of days, because there's a lot of holidays that run around this time. We have Samhain, you have All Souls Day, which is the day after tomorrow, November 1st, amongst other religions, and there's probably a couple few that I can't quite think of or quite place right now, but those are the two that I really practice around this time of year is Samhain and All Souls Night. And so for Samhain, I was reading articles, looking online, and also pulling from my own practice. There's actually such a wealth of knowledge, such a plethora, so many things that you can do for your ritual and your practice, and it doesn't even have to be anything big. Hi. I have a box. I ordered shoes and opened my box, and now my cat's playing in the box. But anyways, so this is definitely a big time for ancestral work. A very big time. I mean, like I said, I've been talking to my ancestors more so than usual, and I'm actually going to host a dumb supper. I think that's the proper name. I know there's a whole bunch of names for it, but that's the name that I know it by. It's called a dumb supper, in which you lay a table. Lay meals out for your ancestors, for the spirits that guide you, your ancestors, those you work with, and you invite them to come feast. So you have your own food, but then you also have a place setting for those who are there spiritually. And so I've never done that before, but I'm actually looking forward to doing that today. My sister's coming over. I'm gonna ask her if it's okay to do with her, because she's not the most spiritual religious, but I mean, we share the same ancestors, at least the biological ones. And so I'm going to be holding place for my great-grandfather and great-grandmother who passed away. My great-grandfather passed away a year and a half, 2 years ago. My great-grandmother a couple years before that. So I'm going to have a place for them, a place for some of my Filipino ancestor who I call Uncle, who has been guiding me for a very long time. And then I have Aunt Grace, and then those are the main four that I work with, so I'm going to be holding places for them. And then I'm also going to be putting an offering outside for those, for nature spirits, fairies, other spirits that I don't necessarily work with that well, but those, that I would like to have start off on the right foot with, if that makes sense. Those that not necessarily I want to build a relationship with, but let them know that I acknowledge them, that I'm honoring them and honoring what they're doing for our planet, such as the earth spirits, and, giving them an offering. And lots to those, and also an offering to the crossroads, because Hecate is my matron. And so by having her as my matron, she's also goddess of the crossroads, and so also leaving an offering at the crossroads for those spirits who might have departed, who need to find their way, those who are lost on their journey in general, need to find their way. May those offerings be taken by them, and obviously maybe they'll get eaten by animals, but at least the food that I'm putting out there, the offerings I'm putting out there, have a good intention and are pretty much building good karma for myself. And so a lot of food offerings are going to happen tonight. And it's even Filipino tradition on All Souls Night, at least, to go out to the graveyards and, leave offerings around your ancestors' graves by, putting, lighting candles and setting candles out and food, things like that. Unfortunately, you can't do that here. You can't go out to a grave at night, legally at least. And I'm not in the Philippines, so I'm going to be doing that. I'll leave food out outside, have a host a dumb supper. I'm also going to be doing some drumming later on tonight after my sister leaves, and working with my ancestors that way. And just having a holding space for my ancestors, holding space for those who need it, holding space for this turning of the wheel, holding space for the energies that are in the air right now, just creating a sacred space for everyone. And then what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna also be doing. I will be doing a special Samhain spread. I've been working with my my moon oracle deck. This one, my moon deck, because for some reason these called out to me during this time of the year. So I've been using these a lot. And then I also plan on, I don't know if I'm going to use this or my Spirit of the Tarot. I'll probably use both, because my Spirit of the Tarot is also I use for very special occasions and a lot of ancestral work. So I'm going to probably be using that one as well. But I'll be doing special spreads. This is actually the card I drew this morning before I left for work. Rocks. And so right now I just need to stay grounded, stay focused. This is a hectic time for me, especially with my back injury and yoga and things like that, and trying to ground and center myself is a little difficult. I feel very rushed, and that's probably why I got that back injury too. I've been rushing into things. I've been doing things in yoga that I shouldn't have been doing because it wasn't warm enough. That's exactly how I got my back injury. And so given that this is this time to start turning inwards, this is definitely a message from the universe for me to start turning, reflecting inwards, drawing inwards. And I'm going to also use tonight in my drumming to definitely, it's already technically turning inwards after the second harvest, but this is definitely a very big time for me, which I really revert inwards. And so I'm going to drum that along as well, and drum those energies along for me as well to help guide my journey and stir up my analyst guides to help me with this, and my spirit guides. And so that is what my Samhain's going to consist of. Lots of offerings, dumb suppers, a dumb supper, not dumb suppers, I don't have enough food for that. So I'll have a dumb supper, a lot of offerings, drumming, and just holding space. Okay, my video cut out because my memory was low, so I deleted it, but in case it does cut again, yes, those are going to be my rituals. I would love to hear what you guys are doing. I've seen some videos, and thank you so much for all your inspiration. Happy Samhain. Namaste. Blessed be.